Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back
Champions.
to the channel. Yes, so obviously there's a lot of insanity going on around the world. Most of these things, most of the time when you talk about it with people, they will say, you're worried about nothing, you're a doomsday prepper, nothing is gonna happen. They just want to buy things and prep for something that will never happen. People in the West are so naive. Y'all are gullible. If you really think that you are so safe that there is no need to stay ready anymore.
What are you trying to cover?
Yes.
You have nothing to hide.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I want to point out to you, maybe you all have not seen it with your own eyeballs, but over the past year or 2 years, we have seen 2 incidents, which is evidence of how quickly things can change. All it takes is one, what would you say, foreign object to land on your...
Sure. One foreign object that we all use every day that we can do nothing without.
Yeah, well, I mean more like a foreign object, a missile landing on your land, right?
Asteroid.
Then everything goes to crap really fast, okay? Because they're not just sending one; they're sending multiple.
No,
okay?
it's coming from space. It's coming from Mars.
Yeah, exactly. Wherever it's coming from, all right. But here's the situation here. We have this situation with cell phones. Okay, in this situation, it is Mexico, and Mexico orders Samsung, all right, Motorola to stop remotely disabling phones. So what had happened here is that people were in Mexico. Obviously, some of them were not able to afford the phones that the stores are selling.
Yep.
So they opt to go on places like Alibaba or something like that and get a cheaper phone.
Yep.
And after they got these cheaper phones, they started receiving messages from Samsung saying, hey, your phone is not compatible with this environment. And we're going to, after a while, it's going to be disabled or locked. Well, it got to the point where the Mexican
Government gotta get involved.
had to jump in and be like, hey, stop it. You cannot be breaking people's phone because of the... But this is just an example of those situations where we have these corporations engaging in these draconian activities. Okay, we have seen already in Canada. I think there's some stuff in there.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on in the Canadian
with the banks and the government
governing system. Yeah, where they want banks to be able to stop your account or freeze your account without any sort of warrant. These things are continuously happening. And I think society is just acting like
you're not allowed to jailbreak your phone.
Listen, it's absolutely insane.
Like your data is no longer your data, especially with the new AI push from Apple or Microsoft now that the AI is going to start using your personal data for their own improvement, for their own benefit. Apple Store telling you what you can put in the Apple Store and what you can put in the Apple Store and then charging you 30%.
I'm trying to not save my things on iCloud anymore, and it is absolutely impossible. These people make it so difficult. I'm trying to stop saving to iCloud and just switch over to OneDrive. The settings are hidden. When I start going into the Files app and I start messing with that stuff, it's been 4 occasions right now the iPad will freeze. I have to restart it. These things are happening, and the reason why we're pointing this out here is because this is why we talk about Bitcoin, and most importantly, it's decentralization. Decentralization is the key idea that I want you all to walk away from this video with. Because when you have power consolidated to a few entities, okay, everyone else is going to suffer. History has demonstrated this over and over. This is the same situation. This is why we're saying when we come to the financial realm, it is horrible when this type of things happen. It really is catastrophic. It could wreck a whole family's plan, right?
Your entire life
or
plans.
their future, their life plans and things like that. Because you put people in this situation where they're not able to access the value that they worked hard for and that belongs to them. The idea that someone has to come and negotiate getting back what rightfully belongs to them after they literally just gave it to you is asinine. It's absolutely asinine.
After you've consumed your energy to acquire it, it's yours. It should be yours. Your data should be yours. Your money should be yours. But we're entering the state of affairs where none of that is yours. They literally own you. We've been saying we're slaves to the system. Now you're starting to see proof of it.
I don't think we're all slaves to the system, actually.
You have an option to opt out.
I think dumb people, stupid people who refuse to expand their mind.
As you will say, people that are lazy.
People who accept the status quo are slaves to the system. The system was designed for you. And you probably love it. Because these are the same people that, generally would try to be like, well, we want to justify whatever, like, but the bank is safe and so on and so forth. It's insane. Okay? And it's fine. Listen, not everybody is going to be great in this world. I've accepted that. Some people are born. They live a life of suffering to the day they die. God, I'm grateful that I am not that person. But there are people who are also in this privileged position that the rest of us are, and they spit in the face of the privilege we have by not taking full advantage, by not exercising their rights as they should, by not informing themselves, educating themselves on what is going on. This laziness is disgusting. This laziness is gross. And it will be the death of many of you lazy people out there.
Tell them.
It's insane. Look, you might look at me like, oh, these guys are trying to push Bitcoin. I don't care. Okay? Yes, I'm trying to push Bitcoin. Because we can clearly see that this is a solution to a problem that we have. There are people who come out who are, let me tell you something that's interesting. I went to buy we went by the store yesterday.
Yep.
And we came across this store. It was some brothers, man. They actually have a store there at the mall. It's called Finesse the Wall. Wow. Finesse the Wall. There you go. Shout out, man. And I was like, hey, man, look at the brothers. We have to go in there and support black business, right? So I bought a shirt, TJ bought a shirt. And this guy, and I was telling him like, hey, listen, when was the first time you heard about, because he said to me, do you want to buy one of the cloth bags and save the planet? And I responded to him, I was like, nah, I was like, listen, the planet is going to hell in a handbasket. Right? And he was like, what? And what I was telling him, I was like, listen, man, there is just some things that, I don't think that is a priority right now. Buying that back is not going to save the planet.
You care about ESG and you're over here blowing up a mass.
Hey,
that's the ESG right there.
It must be some, it must have been some, what would you say, renewable energy delivery.
Type situation.
Yes, they kill you in an environmentally friendly way. So I'm telling him, like, listen, man, the Earth is going to hell in a handbasket. It does not mean that we should not try, but I'm saying that you have to be measured in your efforts. Do not spend your time and energy and resources on something that you're not going to make a massive difference in. Okay, this is strategy. It's that simple.
Yep.
All right. And so the example I told him was, listen, when was the last time you heard about? When was the first time you heard about kids starving in Africa? Right. And he was like, well, a long time ago. First of all, he tried to deny it, but nonetheless, I'm like, since then to now, people have been donating to help kids in Africa, and nothing is changing. So would you not then say maybe there is something else that needs to be looked at before just blindly, continuously doing the same thing and not getting any results? It is the same thing here.
What's up? Hello.
Oh, sorry.
What happened there?
That's the call.
Oh.
Continue.
Okay. Well, dude, let's just stop the recording, bro. We cannot do that, dude. Come on, man. Let's we're just